I will say as a boy, actually, during the summertime, after school ended, my younger brother and I would set up class, and I'd be the teacher. I've always wanted to become an educator. Honestly, I served in the military for 7 years, but after my service in the military, 9/11 happened. As I was in search of another position, another job, and I realized that I needed to be in a classroom. So within a couple weeks of 9/11, I was in Prince George's County as a teacher at Parkdale High School. I have many goals for the school. One of them, I'd like to help encourage leadership within the school, so build as many building leaders as we can. Obviously, I'm an advocate of scholars learning at the highest level, so I want to make sure that our scholars are achieving, growing annually, and ultimately for them to be on par with, our school to be on par with Pennsylvania averages for achievement, and then going beyond that as well. I'd like to make sure that we're embracing diversity and celebrating that, as well as really adopting a mindset of owning what we do as opposed to maybe trying to sell or buy into things. I want to make sure that we own it and we embrace whatever it is that we do so we can be really successful as a community. So I actually am from the East Coast originally. Born and raised in New York. I lived in South Carolina for a couple of years. I went to the Naval Academy, so I was in Maryland, and I was stationed in Virginia for some time in the Navy. I moved to Arizona in 2005. Lived there for 16, 17 years with my family, and it was time for us to come back. So my wife had a great opportunity in Washington, D.C., and decided, okay, let's make it happen. So we moved back. The great thing is I'm back with family and friends here on the East Coast, and my daughters are both in school here as well, so it made for a smooth transition for us. We are definitely going to focus on academics to make sure that our scholars are successful, but part of that too, when I talk about owning it, is embracing our community and really celebrating and empowering one another. So as far as the arts, ideally there's a connection to how do we make our students show what they know in different ways. How do we enrich their learning opportunities? To me, artistic as far as visual art was never my forte, but music is a passion of mine, and I try to incorporate that into my lessons as much as possible. So that's something we're asking our teachers to do. So any collaborations we can have with their community to help students express themselves in different ways to show their learning through art and music, I celebrate and I'm looking forward to. I'm thankful that it is a close-knit community. I've seen that there are family members. We have people who have family members here who know members of the community. I've spoken with several members of our team who say, hey, I know just about everybody on this street. We have some really vibrant neighborhoods that I'm looking forward to continuing to grow and get to know people in those neighborhoods. So I really like the feel of York. I'm looking forward to, again, working with the team to celebrate as much as we can the successes of the city, and also, again, to make sure that our scholars feel empowered to do the best that they can. Well, I taught high school and the middle school. Really 4th through 8th grades are my strong suit as far as student interactions. So we're really excited about that. From what I've heard, it sounds like, I know Lincoln Charter School was K-5 for a number of years, but it sounds as if many of the families we cherish and celebrate, their students, after 5th grade, they had to send them to other schools, and it was really a loss for our school community and those families. So we're glad we're celebrating the opportunity to invite 6th and 7th grade, and then next year, 8th grade to our campuses as well. The position of a principal, I mean, there's a huge responsibility. Mr. Rawls is a phenomenal asset to our team. He's already showing that. He's already making the relationships with our teachers and staff. He's coordinating all the school activities, making sure that, again, with a focus on academics. He hails from the Harrisburg area, and he was an administrator there for a number of years. So we've already had a strong collaboration, and I look forward to strengthening that as we go through the year. So great team set up. We have a good structure. Again, now it's really time to roll up our sleeves and do the work.